Welcome to part 3 of my AncestryDNA journey. Hi guys, Emerald Gypsy Heart here. So this video is going to give you a little update on my AncestryDNA story. So, if you want to know what I learned just this past week, keep watching. You still watching? Okay, let's get into that. So, my half-brother, and his name is James, spoke to his stepfather just this past week. And he had to ask, okay, there's questions here that I want answers to. So, Margaret, biological mother, had told her second husband about me. But she had asked that he not tell her children. But she ended up telling her children about me in 1983. When he spoke to his stepfather, he started asking questions because I was not, according to what I had been told all my life, I had not been put into the custody of my adoptive parents until I was 3 months and 4 days old. And we wondered why. And I always assumed that it was because my mother had had another nervous breakdown. From the time she was 16 until current, she's had several. Bipolar schizophrenic. So when he asked his stepdad to go into the story and see what his stepdad knew that she hadn't told them. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And James is like, well, I know about her, and we found one another. So, Margaret told him that I was not given directly to Child Protective Services, or whatever it was called back in the day, or a placement service. I was given directly to my biological father or his family. That still rocks me to the core. Because I've looked back, and in fact, if I remember, I'll insert it here. Sorry, it's blurry. It's a picture of a picture hanging on a wall. This picture is the first picture that I have of my adopted mom, my adopted dad, and myself. And I'm not quite 2 in the picture. My cousin Sheila, her dad, and my dad are brothers. My adoptive dad are brothers. My dad was the oldest, and then her dad is the baby. Anyway, she said the other day, because, we've been kind of talking about different things, and, she's gone on this journey with me because she was genuinely curious as well. But she doesn't have any memory of me until I am 2. And Sheila's 5 years older than me, give or take. She was about 7 or 8 years old when she was introduced to me. And I was around 2. So that begs the question. Where was I from the time I was born until she has a memory of me? And that there are no photos, professional photos, of my mom, my dad, and me until I am right at 2 years old. All my life, I've known that I was adopted. I don't look like them. I don't act like them. Of course, Sheila says that I have a lot of traits that were my dad's. So, Sheila says I have a lot of traits that were from my father. Take 3. Sheila said that I have a lot of St. Pierre traits, which is my biological, take 4. Sheila said I have a lot of traits from my adoptive dad's family. And I had known all of my life that I was adopted. But I always assumed that what she was telling me was the whole story. And the further down the AncestryDNA rabbit hole that I go down, the more I'm wondering, did she lie to me even further? And a lie by omission is still a lie. And I have asked ever since I can remember, do you know where I come from? Do you know me, my roots? Because I can tell you all of my adoptive mom's side of the story. I can tell you all of my adoptive mom's heritage. I can tell you my adopted dad's heritage. I had always been told by my adoptive mother that my biological mother was of Italian descent. This is incorrect. There is not a bit of Italian in this woman. I'm Irish, Scottish, Welsh, and Norse. Okay? Just, okay. And when my hair in the sunshine, especially if I spend a lot of time in the sun in the summertime, I have red highlight. If I spend a lot of time in the sun in the summertime, I have a reddish tint to my hair. Obviously, this is not my real color. I pay a lot of good money for this color hair. But I'd like to sit down and talk with James's stepfather to see if he could shed some more light. I don't know if that's going to happen. But we are going. And I am excited to meet these people. Because I have always wondered, up until I had children of my own, I didn't know anybody that was a part of me. And, you know, once I had my kids, I really wanted to know where I came from. And now we kind of know. Cancer runs in my biological mother's family. In fact, her last living sister is battling cancer. And again, like I said, we don't know what happened to my biological father. So, and I've tried reaching out to his known sons. He has two. One of them is the same age as me. And the other one is younger. So, but I'd been racking my brains since James told me this past week. And my mom and dad hung out in a little tiny dive restaurant. And I'd met all kind of people going through there, you know, because I was a fixture there ever since I was very little. And so I'm wondering if I didn't meet him. Because I have a memory of meeting a man that I was told to call Pawpaw Susu. But I don't know if that's connected to biological family. This rabbit hole keeps getting deeper and deeper. And although this has been an emotional roller coaster, I'm still glad that I did this. Promise broken and all. So, we will be visiting my biological family, both on my biological mother and my biological father's side. Because what's really funny is that his family lives not very far from where my biological half-brother lives. So, look for that this summer. And as I get to know more information and discover more things, I'll gladly keep you posted. So, this has been ongoing since the end of September of 2018. And that we're in the middle of February 2019. So this story has still got a lot of chapters to write. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the story.